Well, good morning, everybody, and Happy New Year. Today is January 1st of 2025, and let's see what the world has for us today. I need to go to the drugstore to pick up some prescriptions. I don't know if I talked about this before, but I had been diagnosed with high blood pressure, pre-diabetes, osteopenia, and several vitamin deficiencies. So I have 2 blood pressure medicines to pick up and 1 pre-diabetes medicine to pick up. Although I haven't really been taking that very often. I try not to take it. So anyway, Happy New Year. So what are you doing today, or what are your plans for this year? I took a long walk this morning and made some decisions that I needed to do more of that, actually, and get back on my habits of better eating. And I've kept my food budget way down. This past month, I actually only spent $200 on food, but I spent almost $100 on junk food in addition to that. So I'm still at $300. But that tells me that I can have a better budgeting system with my food if I completely drop the junk food, because I usually eat junk food in place of a good meal or out of boredom. So most of the time that food isn't necessary, and I could probably get by with only $200 spent on food, which the goal of spending $200 is not really the most important part of this. The goal is to get rid of eating the junk food, because the junk food is the main reason I'm having to take all these pills and take these supplements, because I don't eat right and don't exercise. So that's one of the things that I'm working on. I told my doctor I wasn't coming back for 3 months, and I was going to see what I could do to take care of those numbers. She wanted me to come back in like a month or something. I'm like, no, a month's not long enough. I need 3 months. 3 months I can get my eating habits back in line. I can get my exercise back on track, and I can lose some weight. And because I've done it before, I know I can do it. I just gotta, have it in my head that I'm going to do it and do it, And it's tough, but I have to do it. It's my health. I have this problem with my arm, and it doesn't seem to be getting any better. My elbow hurts pretty much all the time. My hands and wrists don't hurt as much. I have physical therapy stuff I'm doing, and that makes a big difference. And I encourage you, if you have any kind of aches and pains and your doctor can prescribe you some physical therapy, go for it. Especially if it concerns your hands or your, arms or elbows or whatever. Because the physical therapists that deal with that area of your body, I don't know what it is about it, but they spend a lot of time massaging, and massage is fantastic. I love it. If I had the time, I'd go every day. But anyway, so that's the things I'm doing in that area. As far as my work goes, I asked to go to part-time, and they basically said no. And so I'm going to go this way instead, I guess. Yep. And they basically... Whoops. Shoot. Where'd you go? There you are. Okay, sorry about that. This thing doesn't stay on my dash very well, apparently. It used to, but it's kind of gotten lax. Anyway, so as far as my job goes, I asked to go part-time, and they said they'd try to accommodate me, but the terms aren't to my benefit. It's only to the company's benefit. And I don't know if I've talked much about the company I work for, but it's been a long, drawn-out thing of me doing whatever they ask me to do, and then when I ask for something, they say no. And I'm tired of it. I like my job, but I don't want to do it 5 days a week. I really want to do it 3 days a week or less. I think that if I did it 3 days a week to start with, then by May, June, July, I'd be ready to go back, cut back a little bit more. I'm planning on going on a cruise next month. It's been paid for a long time. And that's going to be my time to relax and get off the internet, get off the social media, just be away from everything, be away from work, not think about all that, not have all that chatter. I'm going to be thinking about it because I need to make some big decisions. Like I said, I want to cut my work hours back, and if my work won't let me do it now, then I have to do it in May, whenever, right after my contract is up. And I know that they'll let me do it then. They just won't do it now because I'm still under a contract. Although they've told other people they could do it and just do a prorated thing on their contract. But whatever. So anyway, cruise in February. Not going to have any internet, so I've got time to really make my decisions and decide what I'm doing, make my plans and stuff like that. And then I've put in to have a week off also in April. What are these people doing? I don't know what these people are doing. Okay, I guess they're not going to pull over in my lane. People drive crazy around here. This is Cape Coral, and sometimes I just wonder what people are thinking when they're driving. Anyhow, so April, I'm taking a week off, and I'm going to go up to North Carolina where my niece lives and visit with her and my sister and see what their future plans are, because I like spending time with them, although living near them, really, I don't know if that is in the plan or not. My sister currently lives in Georgia, but she has told me that if anything changed with her and her husband, as far as, if he passed away or anything, she would immediately go back to North Carolina. So I don't know that me moving to Georgia would be a good idea, because she's the only person besides my other cousin that live there. Most of my family live in Milton, and that, although I don't really want to live in Milton, not because I don't like Milton. I like Milton. I just don't like the weather there. In the summer, it's god-awful hot, and then it's winter. And a lot of people think that Florida is just hot weather all the time, but that's not true. Northwest Florida, where I'm from, the winters, the Gulf Stream dips down in that area, so it gets horribly cold there. It doesn't snow, but it gets a lot of wet, cold, windy, awful weather from December to March. And it's not all the time, it's not constant, although January and February is usually pretty constant, like most other places in the country. But I just don't like living there for that reason. So I've looked at moving to all other kind of places, and but I just keep coming back to Milton. And I think that what might be the best option for me is to go there and rent a place to live, and then whenever the weather is horrible, like those months that I was talking about, is just do some traveling. Of course, you can't travel anywhere north because it's even colder, so I was thinking about traveling either out west or to Panama or Mexico or somewhere like that. I've been to Panama. I really like Panama, and I do want to go back, and I have told people that I know there that I am coming back. So there's that. So what I was planning on was April, taking off the last week of April because that's the last week of my contract. Then after I'm finished visiting my sister and my niece in North Carolina, going back to Milton and visiting friends and family there for a few weeks. And then after that, take a trip down to Panama, which I think would be ideal because that's when all the snowbirds go back home and I can find a place really easy to stay. How long I would stay there, I don't know. Depends. You know, if my job says, yeah, we'll let you work 3 days a week and, you know, and make it really enticing, I wouldn't stay very long and I'd come back. But otherwise, I may stay a few months. Of course, this is all based on the fact that I need to sell my house too. So I don't know how that's going to work. Anyway, I'm at the drugstore now, so I'm going to go in. And if you've gotten this far, thanks for watching. I'll talk to you later.